Sean, first of all, can you tell us what was going through your mind there, especially in the ninth inning, later stage of the game, especially ninth inning and the final out?
Whenever Marcus dropped that ball, and I forget if it was the fourth or fifth, I just thought it was a hit. So from then until like the eighth or ninth, I didn't think, I thought it was just like a one-hitter. I didn't think it was a no-hitter. And then I looked up in the eighth or ninth, and I saw that there was still zero. I was like, whoa, that's weird. So when the eighth and ninth came, especially after the eighth, I got that strikeout, and then coming out to the ninth, my heart was beating out of my chest, and had to do everything I could to stay calm and not overdo things.
Sean, why were you so effective against the Red Sox? What was going good for you tonight?
Just mixing everything, fastballs in and out, and throwing changeup and sliders off that, and it all comes down to Luke. He's extremely prepared for every game, and he's calling a really, really good game.
How did you pitch to Ramirez?
To Ramirez, started fastballs away and threw fastballs in for effect, and throwing the changeups off that. I got a strikeout with the slider in the first inning, and that was really about it.
Sean, if you didn't think you had a no-hitter going, did you not notice any of your teammates kind of staying away from you? Bob said he didn't look at you after the sixth inning on.
I noticed it, but I just thought it was like a really, it was a pretty well-pitched game, and I never really had something like that before, so I wasn't even thinking.
So when you saw the zero, did you just trust the scoreboard, or did you ask someone?
No, I just trusted it. I don't really know how to explain that, but yeah.
What was the feeling? What is the feeling right now? Has it sunk in at all?
No, it's honestly it still doesn't feel real. Even after the last out, I couldn't even imagine throwing a no-hitter in the big leagues, especially against a team like the Red Sox, and it's still an incredible feeling, and I don't know what to say.
Can you just talk about how much you feel like you've progressed since spring? It seems like you've been getting better and better as since that time. Yeah,
that comes down to preparation and wanting to get better, wanting to be good. And first couple of years, I wasn't really doing much to prepare myself. I was just going out there and hoping I would throw a good game, or hoping that I would throw strikes, and it's just not the mindset that I want to have if I'm going to go where I want to go. And I had to sit down and really figure out some things, and it all comes down to preparation and talking to teammates, talking to coaches, and just trusting in your stuff.
Sean, you've written in journals, you keep a journal daily, you progressed so much. Can you just talk about where you are? I know you talked about it a lot, but talk about where you are this year versus last year, from a mental standpoint, from any standpoint, just how far you've come from that.
Yeah, like I said, first couple of years I was just happy to be up here, happy to be part of the team, and just kind of hoping that I would do well. I thought my talents would make me or let me pitch well in the big leagues, and that definitely wasn't the case. And just being more prepared, writing stuff down, talking to people instead of just trying to figure everything out by yourself has made such a big difference, and can't really thank everybody enough for that.
Yeah, Sean, congratulations. In the later innings, it seemed like you were a faster rhythm. Just give me the ball, throw it back. Is just because we were pumped up, or is it sort of a strategy for you?
No, yeah, that was definitely pumped up. That was the adrenaline, just doing its thing, and I wasn't really complaining about it or trying to think about it, because that's also one of the things that first couple of years is just constantly thinking about one thing to fix another thing, and that just led to a whole bunch of different problems, and just trusting that whatever I was doing was going to throw strikes, and that's kind of what happened in the later innings.
This one for you, Jonathan. What do you see so different in Manaea from today as opposed to other days?
First time I caught him, this guy's, his changeup, super changeup. You know, if I told him earlier, I was like, look, I've caught a lot of great pitchers in this game. I have 8 years in now in the league, and that was the most well-pitched, well-executed game I've ever had behind the plate. Just he was throwing his changeups front door and down to lefties. I mean, they were all messed up over there. They had no idea. We were mixing back and forth, up and down, in and out. You know, we were going hard in, soft away, hard away, soft down and in. We tried to supplement in the slider in here, back foot to the righties, occasionally just to give them different looks. So we're just like feeding them changeups and sinkers down away the whole time. And you know, what I see is a guy throwing strikes, a very competitive guy, and he's executing. You can, like I've told guys before, I do a lot of video work, I do a lot of studying, and I know their whole lineup. I know what their tendencies are. I know their bat path. I know how they hit on different pitches. I know all that stuff. But if the guy on the mound can't do what you're asking him to, it doesn't really, you know, it's like, it's one of those things that they have to be able to execute it in order for the plan to go the way we planned it to be. And we talked about it earlier before the game, like, look, we're going to have to mix in these guys. We're going to throw your changeup a lot. We're going to go up and in. We're going to go off the plate. We're going to expand your breaking, your slider in the dirt. I mean, that's one of the best lineups in the league over there. He just no hit him. I mean, so it's being behind the plate for that, being able to watch it, being able to see what the ball was doing, watching their swings they were taking. They weren't very comfortable, you know. And as a catcher, that's really all you can ask for. It was a lot of fun.
Sean, had you ever pitched a no-hitter at any level?
I threw a 5-inning no-hitter when I was like 14 or 15.
Yes.
And then in the Cape, I think I went 8+. Against Brewster. Aaron Judge was on that team, and he's the one that broke it up. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was that.
Question for
Jonathan, have you caught one previously?
I have not. I've had two no hitters going to the 7th and 2 perfect games going to the 6th or 7th, something like that. Cole Hamels, John Gray did last year, Colorado. I had a couple in Milwaukee. And, you know, you get to that point, you start looking at the scoreboard behind the plate. I'm watching pitch count. I'm watching, you know, I'm trying to take the pitch count. I'm trying to get efficient so we don't stretch it out too far and he gets too tired. I'm trying to get this guy throwing strikes and getting ahead and putting guys away quick. And, you know, like I said, I've seen it broken up on flares. I've seen it broken up on home runs. I've seen it broken up before on, you know, there's a lot of different things. So I know just the way the game went tonight, I mean, he had it rolling. The momentum was clearly on our side. And, you know, it was a lot. This time was different than the last times I've had it.
Jonathan, was that clear for you running out of the baseline?
Yes. Yeah, I was. I said something. I pointed it, and, you know, Skip was already running out to check it, but he clearly deviated way out. And I'm sure you guys saw on the replay. So, I mean, you know, you got to stay in that lane, and you can't avoid that far. So, you know, I'm glad that worked out for us.
Good.
I mean, I had 5-inning no-hitter when I was like 14 or 15, and I threw one, or kind of threw one in the Cape. I think I went 8 innings, and Aaron Judge broke that up in the 9th.
Might need to get a little closer.
Hello. Yeah, that's my bad. No, I mean, I didn't really expect to throw one. I just, you know, I was feeling good. I felt like I was really well prepared, and you know, I was just, you know, trusting that what I was doing in between starts was, you know, going to yield an effective outing.
Question for Jonathan. How much does the approach in terms of calling pitches with Sean being on the same page change in the later innings with the no-hitter? How much did the mindset change there?
You got this one. You know, look, I like to mix. I like to mix. This is a big league hitters, especially a team like that with their kind of lineup they got. You can't be predictable. As soon as you get predictable, I don't care how hard you throw, I don't care how nasty your stuff is, you're going to get hit if you get predictable. You got to mix, and you got to locate, and you got to be ahead. And he was that 99% of the time tonight. He was that. So that's my train of thought whenever I call a game, and just trying to get guys to be able to throw their secondary, you know, pitches for strikes, you know, the off speed, the changeups, the sliders, and then supplementing it with the sinker and the forcing fastball up and in, moving down away, up and away, and you're just trying to move it around the strike zone. That way guys can't go up there and sit on one location or sit on one pitch and get it and, you know, take a good swing. So, you know, I got, all the credit goes to them. I mean, I'm just putting the fingers down. That's the easy part. You know, I mean, he has to throw it and execute it. So
Jonathan, I'm assuming you realized it was a no-hitter.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I did. I was watching. Yeah, I knew exactly what was going on, and I could see the scoreboards this way. And you know, I did. So you know, I just kept going. I mean, I've been in that spot before where you're like, okay, you know, I don't want to get hit here, but you know, it's like, you know what, hey, I'm going to put it down, let him execute it. We're going to keep mixing, keep doing what we're doing. We're not going to change it up and get predictable and get scared. We're going to keep attacking and working the soft stuff behind the count, ahead in the count. It was a lot of, like I said, it was a lot of fun, and just being able to watch it from behind the plate.
Just a quick question. I know you said you didn't want to get predictable. But was there a pitch you felt more comfortable throwing maybe when you needed a strikeout, or was it just everything working really well?
Yeah, I thought everything was just working really, really well. You know, fastball was probably the biggest thing today. You know, moving in and out, and you know, letting the sink do its thing, and you know, getting weak contact. And when you can throw your fastball for strikes and then throw your changeup or slider off that, it's it can be really, really effective.
Sean, that embrace that you and Bob shared on the field and with your teammates all together, what was that experience like? Just knowing you got there last time.
That was incredible. You know, Luke started running up towards me, and you know, he started hugging me, and then before I knew it, everybody was all up on me, and that was you know, something I've never really experienced before, and it was just incredible. You know, I don't have words for that. It's unbelievable. I still can't believe it's real.
Can you just talk about that mound visit in the ninth inning after the walk, and what you could share with us?
Yeah, I ran out there. You know, he threw three. He walked. You know, he walked Benintendi, then threw a first pitch changeup down, kind of for a ball to Hanley. And so I ran out there. I mean, we hadn't made any mound visits, so I ran out there, and and the first thing he said before I said anything, he goes, "I'm good." I said, "All right." Turned right back around and went back behind the plate and threw 2 more changeups. We got a rollover. See you later. So it was, you know, like I said, I wish every game could go like that. It'd be a lot easier.
When you came out for the ninth, I don't know if you were aware the crowd went to their feet. You had an ovation. A lot of Red Sox fans too. Were you aware of that? And what did that mean to you?
I didn't realize that they were on their feet. You know, I heard they were going crazy or something. I didn't really know what for, but yeah, it was. I don't know. That was a really cool experience.
Question for both. What can a night like tonight do for the team going forward? No hitter against the Red Sox. Obviously, a team 17-2 off to a great start. This has to be something you guys can use going forward.
Yeah, you know, facing a team like that and how hot they started, and coming out tonight and getting a win, because I know ever since I've been up here, they've, you know, whipped our butts, and you know, it is possible to beat these guys. It is possible to, you know, be a really good team in the American League, and you know, I definitely think that if we can continue doing things how we've been doing, you know, I think this team's going to do something special.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows. You know, for me, I'll tell the pitchers all the time. I say, look, you know, it doesn't matter who's hitting. It doesn't matter if it's Babe Ruth up there, Barry Bonds. I don't care who it is. If you make your pitches and you execute and you mix and you're throwing strikes and you're ahead in the count, you're going to be successful 9 times out of 10, and you are. And it's I think tonight was picture perfect. I mean, he's not throwing 100. You know, he's not doing that. We're mixing and matching, moving, you know, up and down, back and forth, you know, in and out, and it's just about execution, throwing strikes, and being ahead. It doesn't matter what lineup you're facing, and being unpredictable, like I said. So, for me, I mean, that's what it's all about. You know, that's how you win games. You know, is good pitching beats good hitting every day of the week.